So what is the importance of you looking in the mirror instead of just coming up here saying it? What's the importance of looking in the mirror? Huh? Say it a little louder.
Because you said it to yourself.
Okay. So what if somebody laugh at what you say? What if you say, my name's Tasha and I'm cute, and everybody laughing?
Oh, then they just laugh.
What you said?
Then they just laugh.
Okay. Because when you look in the mirror, you're not looking at everybody else to affirm you. You're affirming your own self. That's why you say your name and you say your affirmation in the mirror. Because whatever else anybody else says, it doesn't matter.
I think that the GEMS program is important because the particular girls that we're reaching are girls that's at risk, which can be anybody. They need somebody or they need something that they can relate to. You have a lot of programs and you have well-known programs that do a lot of things that's very beneficial to girls, but if you cannot relate to them, it's not going to do any good. It doesn't work for them. And one of the things that the GEMS program does is we make it about them. It's a safe environment so that, they feel comfortable enough to be able to give you the information and then get the help. The mirror exercise is actually a mirror. I call it mirror affirmations. We're really, really big on affirmations. So what happens is the girl, she basically holds the mirror, looks at herself in the mirror, says her name, and affirms herself. She has to do a positive affirmation, something that she can hold on to. And I just want them to own it. It could be, hi, my name is Sheena, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm brave, or I'm courageous, or, I'm beautiful, or, whatever it is that they feel that they are, just know it and own it regardless of what someone else says. That's what that mirror does. It reflects who they are. So I always want to make sure that they're encouraged that way. I do have a site out in the Brandon area. It's a middle school, and actually the first day on that site visit, me and my executive director were in the middle of a big gang fight. We literally was breaking up girls. We were right there with the administration, so I knew from that point that my first session, I would put them all together and not recognize them as a gang. And that was in the beginning of December. And as of January, the gang has been dissolved. I've not had any fights in any of my sessions, no arguments. Literally, they go in, they participate, and they're learning, and their grades are going up. There's less tardies, there's less fights in school with the ones that were disruptive before. So I would say that GEMS has definitely, been impactful there at that school.
GEMS came to be a partner of the Tampa Housing Authority through that mentorship program for our gender-specific girls here. They provide a great foundation for girls becoming women. And that's really huge. It's one of the reasons that we wanted to bring them in. When they're elementary kids, we have a program here for them just for that. Once they start getting to those teenage years, it's kind of like for men, it was boys to men we hear about. So who are going to help the girls become little ladies? And so we needed something for the girls. As they became teenagers, they deal with issues and problems as well. And so we wanted a gender-specific organization to come in and cater to those girls and introducing them into womanhood to become little ladies. And that's where we met Crystal Bells, and it was a great partnership, and GEMS has been with us now for 3.5, 4 years.
I think one of our biggest success stories is Carolyn in particular. Meeting her in middle school, knowing that potentially she's extremely intelligent, but had no one around her who was intelligent. And I've never met anyone who was more suited for higher education. So the challenge was just getting through all of that and getting her to see her future.
GEMS influenced me, or the person that I am today, as far as raising my child, because the program itself, it does instill empowerment in a person's character, and I think that being a part of the program helped me find myself. If I was not involved with GEMS, I would not be in college right now.
What I hope most for the GEMS program in the near future is even greater expansion. Like, we're already in 9 different sites for Hillsborough County right now, but I think the more sites we get to and the more girls we get to interact with, I think it's just going to be a huge impact around the city.
I would like to see it not only just in a few schools, but in more schools throughout the Hillsborough County area, first to begin with. And then from there also to grow beyond Hillsborough County to move into Pinellas County, because a program like GEMS is so needed.
I'd like to span GEMS with the partnership with the Tampa Housing Authority. I'd like to span to many different properties. Right now, our partnership is with the Oaks at Riverview and Robles Park. With me being the youth and sports manager, I have over 2,000-3,000 girls. My dreams for GEMS would be that they would be able to touch each and every little girl's life in helping them transform into a little woman one day.
In the future, I really hope to see GEMS program international. I believe that there needs to be a GEMS program everywhere.
I would very much like to see what we're able to do here in Tampa Bay expand throughout the country and maybe the world. I travel myself and I've seen the GEMS girl. Maybe a little awkward, her clothes don't fit the way they used to. She's got some esteem issues. She doesn't speak English, she speaks another language, but she's that girl. She's that girl that needs to look in the mirror at herself. She's that girl that needs some kind of affirmation and some support. One of the things that we really are focused in on right now, and will continue to, is the plight of human trafficking, the girls who are victims of human trafficking. We found that many of the girls that we've interacted with have either been victims or know people who have disappeared as a result of that. And so here in Hillsborough County, understanding that we are in the top 3 in the nation for trafficking, it's a little disturbing. So if I go into the detention center or if I go into any of our facilities, there's a good possibility that we're interacting with these young ladies. So I think the big challenge for us going forward will be to create safe places for these girls to be relevant for the most damage. God has carved out a niche for us in understanding that those that people have maybe discarded, discounted, or counted out are relevant, are our future, and we empower them. And so I think that we have the ability to affect those girls who are most damaged and most discarded.